Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We are set to get moving as Ripple targets 250. That's what we like to hear. That's how we like to get this show on the road. XRP short squeeze incoming as Ripple targets 250. Bears likely to feel pressure soon. So XRP price gets a strong bounce and support against critical support. Bullish breakout is likely if XRP can close at or above 129. And this was it's an important topic that we have at the moment. And we have closed above 121. And we'll be talking about it later on about phase E and where are we at and why the excitement is really brewing, right? It's building. We can see it, we can feel it, we can touch it. It's in the air. But XRP price is positioned for a bullish breakout and the target is 250. And this breakout comes from many fundamentals and a lot of analysis that takes place to get to this particular price ranges. But all you got to do is just look at the consolidation phase and how long it's been consolidating for to come up with a 250 target. Then from there, we will be moving on to go towards 330. And then from 330, we will be then pushing and going towards 450. And we'll get to that, right? We'll get to that. Now we look at FX Empire. They come up with a similar thing, right? So if we go down, we're looking at the Ripple XRP predictions, and you can see that we've got a 62% Fibonacci retracement at $1.40. First major resistance level at 131, which we touched and we went down. And from a technical perspective, there will be a lot of it discussed today during the episode so that you can get a real clear understanding. Now, as SEC succeeds in forcing Ripple to produce recordings of its internal meetings. Now, this isn't going to give much to them, but the judge, Sarah Netburn, has ordered Ripple to turn over audio and videotape recordings of its internal meetings, siding with the US Securities and Exchange Commission. It's been a while since the judge has given one for the SEC, but when you look at how many she's given Ripple versus how many she's given the SEC, this isn't going to, I don't personally believe that this is going to make much of an impact at all. Again, waste of time. This whole case is a waste of time. Suppressing the price. For what reason the price is being suppressed? Not sure yet, but we will find out in the not too distant future. The excitement came from this. That particular trend line was broken, consolidated above, and we are well above that right now. And at the time of making this, we're sitting at $1.26. But the consolidation phase that has taken place now is really exciting. And that's why we get very excited. As we zoom out and look at this, I wanted to share with you this particular graph. Yesterday, I shared something very similar. What I didn't share with you, which I'll do now, is the actual prices. As you can see right there, look at that. Like, this is what the coming years look like. The coming years. I repeat, coming years. Not right now. You're not going to get to 540 this year. I'm going to be very clear. You might not even get to 540 next year. But over the coming years, this is now the journey that Ripple XRP will be embarking on. And will it be around by the time we get to the next bull run? Yes, it will. But for now, we need to focus on the present. In the present, we will focus on how we get to 230, how we get to 250, how we get to 330, how we get to 450, and then where do we go from there to get into the double digits? Because double digits are coming. But I want to talk about the future. Because before you know it will be 2025. And there is an evolution happening in our financial system worldwide. So there is an evolution in how payments are made worldwide. And ISO 20022 will be a major part of that. Now, having a transaction and having a settlement of a transaction are two different things. And Swift focus on a transaction, but not on the settlement of a transaction. And the way that Ripple and XRP technology and on-demand liquidity will combine everything is going to take us into the new modern era, which is required. Because the old banking systems, you got to understand that the app that you see, that you operate, that you use for your bank, may look slick. It may look nice, right? The UI, how you can check your balances and all that, that's all slick. But in the background of how a bank runs day to day, it's like running with 70s technology. And so at some stage, which is where we're at right now, it has to become obsolete. And so bringing on-demand liquidity changes the game for everybody. And it's a change that we must adopt. It's like when we went from dial-up to ADSL, then NBN, then 5G, and beyond. It's a necessary change that needs to happen on a global scale. Now, the excitement today is from Phase E. Now, Phase E for me is this very, very important phase of the charts that we're looking at. Our excitement for the next phase that is coming for Ripple comes exactly from a technical chart like this, where we are now headed towards Phase E. And if you look at that, it means we're shooting off. We're out of here. We're moving, we're marching on and going towards breaking previous all-time highs. So we've been through Phase A, Phase B, Phase C, Phase D, and we are now in Phase E. And the excitement around that is absolutely astronomical. But let's jump into Atani. Let's have a look at some indicators. Now, as we begin to look at the analytics today from Atani, from an analytical perspective and from a technical perspective, we're looking at the RSI, we're looking at the MACD, and we're looking at the 1 hour at the moment, right? So we're focusing on the 1 hour. And on the 1 hour, we're sitting at $1.26, 1.35% down for the day. Now, nothing to be alarmed from an hourly perspective, because look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour, the MACD is bullish, the RSI is back inside the normal window. It was into the overbought. When we look at the 12 hour, we can see that we were outside of the Bollinger Band. We're now back inside the Bollinger Band. We needed to be. The RSI touched on overbought, and now it's come back down. And then when we look at the daily, and this is where it gets really, really interesting. You know, we were outside the Bollinger. We're now back inside the Bollinger Band. MACD is screaming bullish. RSI is almost into the overbought. So from that perspective, right, everything is on track, because what goes outside of the Bollinger Band must come back inside the Bollinger Band at some stage. And it will sit around here, consolidate for a little bit. You know, we've got Bitcoin going crazy at the moment, breaking its previous all-time high. And then it's going to continue to rally and rally and rally and rally. So from like I said, we are now in Phase E, and Phase E is takeoff. So, you know, from here, we'll look to go towards 135s, 150s and beyond. But let's have a look at some drawings. What does that look like? Now, when we begin to look at the charts, we're starting off with this one today, because obviously now that we are in Phase E, we're moving towards these particular targets. So obviously 170 is a very major talking point. 194 will be huge. 220 will be even stronger. And then we break towards 330 and beyond. But one of the critical things about Phase E is this particular line. So it has clearly broken out. It's a clear break. It's consolidated above, and it is set to moon. How exciting. How exciting. But when I look forward to the future, and we look at how we're going to get to, 450 to 550-ish, and then we start to, move away, consolidate a little bit, and then we start to head towards the double digits. There's a lot coming. There's a lot of pressure happening. There's a lot of things going on at the moment, and it will be, it won't be straight, it won't be vertical, but we will get there, right? We will break the previous all-time high in the not too distant future, and then begin to push towards double digits. Now, the roadmap towards 27, 27 to between, there's going to be a window between 16 to 27 in regards to how, there's a lot of things that need to go right in order to get to 27. How big the market is, how strong the market is going to be, how much FOMO kicks in, when we start to really break previous all-time highs daily across different top 100 projects. And so can we get to 27, throughout this bull run? Yeah, we can, right? it is possible because it is that good. And especially, I mean, if we get legal clarity and we get this case is done, we will be in the 20 plus range. Like, that's how much of an impact legal clarity will make on the market. But the journey has started. Phase E is here, and we are set for a phenomenal bull run for XRP. If you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.